Sheikh Mohammed Al Maktoum built Dubai into one of the world's most dazzling and secure cities, drawing millions of tourists and investors with its glittering skyline and wealth. But behind the glamorous image lies a hidden reality few dare to discuss. The shocking case of Ukrainian model Maria Kovalchuk exposed this darker side. What was supposed to be a glamorous night at a private party turned into tragedy, leaving her broken and fighting for life. Now, questions swirl. How are women lured to these parties? How much are they paid? And why might victims face prison instead of protection? In March, global headlines carried disturbing reports. Ukrainian model found on Dubai roadside, young woman hospitalized with severe injuries. Conflicting police accounts spark outrage. The victim was 20-year-old Maria Kovalchuk, who traveled to Dubai chasing dreams of success and luxury. Instead, her story revealed the city's troubling underbelly. Found battered and unconscious, Maria's injuries were catastrophic, her future uncertain. The contradictions in the official version only deepened suspicion, suggesting her fall was no accident. Dubai's golden reputation as a paradise for the wealthy now clashed with whispers of secrecy, silence, and exploitation. Maria's journey mirrors countless others, ambitious young women chasing opportunities that promise escape from poverty and entry into glamour. Yet, in the shadows of Dubai's glittering towers lurk dangers rarely spoken of openly. Since the early 2020s, online accounts have exposed how wealthy sheikhs and businessmen, aided by recruiters, lure women with offers of luxury, free flights, five-star hotels, expensive gifts, and easy money. It begins with an innocent Instagram message. "You're beautiful, perfect for Dubai." To many, it feels like paradise calling. In truth, the dream often masks a nightmare of control, abuse, and broken lives. Recruiters specifically target women in countries where poverty pushes them to take risks they might not otherwise consider. Africa, Eastern Europe, and Latin America are the main hunting grounds. Women in these regions often dream of escaping economic hardship, and Instagram showcases an endless stream of influencers supposedly living the good life in Dubai. Many assume they too can have a taste of that world. European models are also in demand, but they cost significantly more. In fact, some contracts for European women are rumored to go as high as $1 million. Maria Kovalchuk became the most horrifying example in recent memory. She was found on the side of a road in Dubai with shocking injuries. Witnesses and police reports described her body as broken, with multiple fractures and bruises. Even stranger, her mouth was smeared with chocolate, and her teeth, yes, her actual teeth, were discovered neatly placed in her designer Birkin bag. The bizarre details turned her story into a worldwide scandal. After slipping into a coma, Maria spent days hovering between life and death. When she finally regained consciousness, she was unable to speak or recognize anyone. Doctors refused to make any predictions about her recovery. The official version released by Dubai police sounded far too convenient to many. According to authorities, Maria had entered a closed construction site late at night and accidentally fallen from a height. They even suggested she may have attempted suicide. Her family, however, outright rejected this explanation. Maria's mother told journalists that on the evening of the incident, her daughter had called her and said she was going to meet two men at a hotel for a private party allegedly organized for wealthy sheikhs. That was the last time she heard from her daughter. For 9 days, Maria was missing before finally being discovered unconscious and broken by the roadside. What makes her story even more tragic is the legal system she now faces. Under UAE law, even if a woman is the victim of assault or coercion, she can still be prosecuted for unlawful sexual relations. The burden of proof is so extreme that unless the perpetrators confess or 4 adult male witnesses testify on the victim's behalf, she can be accused of a crime rather than protected. In other words, Maria herself risks imprisonment once she recovers enough to stand trial, even though the evidence suggests she was the one brutalized. Young women are lured to secret gatherings not by sheikhs themselves, but through a network of agents and scouts. Instagram serves as the hunting ground, where models receive messages offering opportunities in Dubai. Recruiters show glamorous photos of yachts, penthouses, and luxury cars, then promise free flights, hotels, gifts, and no obligations. For many, it feels like paradise. In truth, the parties conceal darkness, exploitation, and dangers never mentioned up front. Maria's ordeal echoes past scandals that reveal a disturbing pattern. In 2018, Russian model Ekaterina Stetsuk leapt from a hotel's 6th floor, claiming she was fleeing a knife-wielding sheikh. She survived, but was gravely injured. In 2021, Ukrainian businessman Vitaly Gryshin's infamous nude party went viral, with women arrested and deported. Dubai publicly punishes such scandals, yet behind closed doors, similar events continue, hidden from prying eyes and protected by secrecy. After Maria's story spread, attention turned toward recruitment agencies offering overseas work for models, dancers, and hostesses. Reports suggest she may have been recruited by one such Ukrainian agency. These agencies claim to provide legitimate jobs in countries like France, Norway, China, and the UAE. Requirements sound harmless: height, beauty, good English, confidence. Promises include exclusive dinners and parties with royalty. But the reality is exploitation. Intimacy is rarely optional, with abuse and humiliation hidden beneath the glitter. To make the offers more tempting, agencies frequently drop the names of powerful figures: Sheikh Mohammed, Sheikh Hamdan, princes of Abu Dhabi. Whether or not these royals are truly involved is unclear. Most likely their names are used without permission. But to young women hearing such offers, the promises seem legitimate. They believe they are being chosen to mingle with royalty. In reality, many end up trapped in a nightmare that leaves scars far deeper than any luxury gifts can erase. Maria's ordeal has also revived disturbing discussions about so-called porta-potty Dubai parties. These secretive events are infamous across social media and online forums, with testimonies from women who claim they were lured into situations of extreme humiliation. The term porta-potty itself is a grotesque reference, suggesting that women at these gatherings are treated as little more than portable toilets. Reports suggest that wealthy clients, including businessmen and some royals, pay astonishing sums of money, sometimes up to $100,000 per night, for the chance to indulge in their darkest fantasies. The women are not just paid for intimacy, they are forced into degrading acts that strip them of dignity. One Nigerian model spoke anonymously, explaining that during a 2-day yacht trip, she endured experiences so horrific that they still haunt her in nightmares. She said the men carried so much anger and aggression inside them that they looked for someone to release it on, and the chosen women became their targets. Physical pain, emotional terror, and humiliation were all part of the game. Payment varied: $10,000 for what recruiters call a light evening, and up to $1 million for those who agree to everything. To a girl from a poor background, such figures seem like salvation. To a European model, it might mean a new designer wardrobe. Not all stories end in tragedy, however. Some women manage to enter the world of the sheikhs more permanently. Azerbaijani gymnast Zainab Javadli once appeared to live the dream when she married a member of the Al Maktoum family. At first, her life seemed like a true fairy tale of palaces, servants, and endless riches. But soon, reports surfaced of her suffering under strict control and unhappiness in her gilded cage. Similarly, Belarusian model Natalia Aliyeva became another wife of a sheikh, only to find that life in the royal circle was far from the fantasy it promised. In both cases, the women who thought they had found paradise discovered instead that even a palace can feel like a prison. Maria Kovalchuk's story, however, has become symbolic. It is a reminder that behind Dubai's golden sunsets and luxury skyline, countless girls have seen their dreams shattered. Many never speak out. Fear of the law, fear of deportation, and fear of powerful men keep them silent. Maria's broken body and uncertain future have become the tip of an iceberg that stretches deep below the surface of Dubai's shining image. So, what should the world think? Should these women be pitied as victims of exploitation, or are they to blame for seeking quick wealth and falling for glittering promises? The debate is fierce online. Some say no one deserves what Maria endured, no matter the choices she made. Others argue that chasing luxury always comes with hidden dangers. But one thing is clear: the system that allows such tragedies to happen remains in place. Agents keep scouting, recruiters keep messaging, the parties continue, hidden in penthouses and on yachts, away from the eyes of the public. And as long as money and power silence the truth, new Marias will keep appearing. If you found this story shocking, share it with others. These are not just rumors or gossip, they are the darker realities that lie beneath Dubai's glittering skyline. Behind every luxury car, every yacht, and every palace, there might be a story of broken lives, shattered dreams, and women who paid the highest price for believing in a fairy tale.